Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Pisces for the week of July 4th. Now Pisces, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now I do not offer personal readings, and I will not send you a message on any platform, so do not get scammed. Let's go ahead and get a shuffle in here for you, Pisces. Now I'm using the Tarot Muka and the Bird Messages Oracle. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to purchase them for yourself. I'd also ask that you hit the like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. Especially if you are a returning viewer to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. All right. Let's go and put this up here. And then we'll also take 3 of these Oracle cards to clarify as we go along. All right. Pisces, so you're in the middle of a transformation right now, I do have to say. And, you know, there's no question about it. You're in the middle of a transformation here. The thing is, there is absolutely something, there are rewards on the way for you, it seems. But there's like almost like this idea of lessons learned. And I don't know if I said that to you in another reading recently, but there's something around maybe even a painful lesson that has been learned in the past. And you know what it might have been around, Pisces, is some of you may have learned the lesson of shooting your shot. And what I mean by that is there are times in our lives where conditions are favorable, but those times do not stay around forever. And it is up to us to recognize when our favorability is increased. And it is up to us to recognize when that happens and when we need to take it and how we need to take advantage of those times. Because the reality is that there are also times in our lives when conditions are not as favorable. And I think that this is something that you've learned here. Basically, I don't think you're going to miss the next opportunity. Okay, I think when the next opportunity comes, you're going to shoot your shot. And this might even be coming in for some of you here in the future. So let's just talk about this some more. So in your overall situation, you have the Death card. This is the transformation card, okay? Death card is not about death and dying. It's about making a transformation in one's life. If you take a look here, this is interesting. You see the Hierophant in the background. The Hierophant is anything that is traditional. This is Pope energy. Okay, this is Pope energy. The Hierophant is about something that is potentially, it's this idea of being maybe a conformist. And the Death card is about changing that around. It is about breaking out of conformity, or it is about being a non-conformist in some ways. So is the Devil card, but in this case, this is what I'm kind of running with. And the thing is, I feel like for some of you here, you have maybe there's been, how do I say this in a positive way? It's almost like for some of you, there's been something that you've done forever, and there's a real need to break out of that. Okay, there's this fresh energy that is needed here at this time, and I think that this is what the transformation is around. It's around you shooting your shot when it comes, when the opportunity comes. In the past, you have the Wheel of Fortune and you have the 10 of Swords. So actually, both cards here are 10s. So 10s in the tarot represent completions of cycles. This is different because the completion in the major arcana is actually the World. This is the Wheel of Fortune number 10 is a little different than a completion. The Wheel of Fortune is really the most important card in this reading from my perspective. This is where I got an energy when I put this card down. This felt like the most important card. And the Wheel of Fortune says that your conditions are favorable, or they were in the past, okay? And really what the Wheel of Fortune asks you to do is take advantage of your destiny, because your destiny has arrived. I always give the example. I've given it in other readings, and I'll just give it to you here. You're in the train station. You're in the train station. The train's coming in. Are you going to get on the train, or are you going to stay in the station? Right? The train of your destiny has arrived. Will you hop on the train, or will you stay in the station? And for some of you, I think you stayed in the station. And you've recognized what that was here, what the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a completion. It's the end of something. It is something that's not coming back, but the wheel of your destiny will come back eventually. The wheel of your destiny will spin in your direction again. And I think that if anything, this was a lesson learned. And, it's necessary. In life, we are always given tests to pass or fail. And, when you fail a test, you'll just get another one eventually down the road. And that's what I feel like this is about for some of you. I know it's a little bit of a somber, a little bit of a serious message, but it gets better. Because in the future, you do have 2 rewards coming in here. Okay, this is you learning the lesson. This will take some time potentially, but it will come in. You have the 6 and 7 of Pentacles, 6 into 7. Isn't that interesting? This wheel will spin around again for you, okay? The Wheel of Fortune will spin. Your destiny will continue, will come forward again, and your destiny will continue. The 6 of Pentacles is receiving, okay? It's the energy of after having given back to a situation, you will eventually receive. It's this natural exchange of give and receive. It's sort of the flow of energy. It's a natural exchange in the universe. And you have the 7 of Pentacles as well. 7 of Pentacles is long-term situations paying off, reaping your harvest, as you see that this person is doing. The 7 of Pentacles may ask you to change directions in your career life. It may ask you to change directions in your financial life. It is long-term situations in love and in work and in career. And so as you embrace the change here, that is so clearly coming in here for you with the Death card, and also the idea that you've had this cycle that's closed out here in the past. And I think that this lesson that's been learned here in the past, as you embrace the change, you're moving into something a little bit more long-term, is what I feel for you here, Pisces. Let's go ahead and get some more details. So you have the 4 of Swords. Yep, you have the Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, and you have the Fool. So I love this for you. Really love this energy here for you. Okay, so have no fear. If you were getting like worried or scared or afraid when I was talking that, you're never going to have another opportunity, that's not the case. You will absolutely have another opportunity, Pisces, because we have the Fool in the future. The Fool is the most powerful card from my perspective in the tarot. The reason I say that it's the most powerful card to find is because it starts off everything. It is the beginning of the Fool's journey, or the hero's journey through the major arcana. It starts off all the tarot. This person is going somewhere, but they don't know where they're going yet. And it's that sort of energy of excitement, of starting a new venture, of going on a new journey. And the thing about the Fool is it asks you to return to your, I should say, connect with your child self and connect with your childlike energy. See the world as if you were brand new again. And you have it with the Page of Cups, which is also childlike joy that you can connect to and tap into as an adult. You can connect to this energy at any time. And I do think that there's like a situation that happened that was like a maturation process. You've become more mature, or you have matured in some way because of an event that happened here in the past. And sometimes we have to realize, how do I want to say this? Sometimes we have to lose something to realize that we want something. Okay, it's not, many times we don't know that we actually want something until it's gone. And this is this energy of the 10 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like, where it is possible that there's been, something that was not taken advantage of, and I think you've learned this, and I think that you're going to have another opportunity in the future. And I think it's because, look, with this idea of this exchange of energy, you've learned the lesson, so the universe will return you, will give you a new opportunity, right? You've truly learned the lesson, so you will be rewarded with the reward of opportunity in the future. You have the 4 of Swords, which is making this picture even more clear. You can see that this person's praying, right? And so if you're not like a religious person, it doesn't matter. You can just say that this person's meditating, or this person's connecting with source. This person's taking time to connect with the universe, okay? And also, most importantly, the Four of Swords is about healing from this situation that I think has challenged you in the past. And then not only do you have the Fool, but you also have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is the best card that you want to find if you're looking to physically start something. It's like, here's the example I'm going to give you, Pisces. Like, for me, like, I had tried to start a YouTube channel so many times. Like, in 2016, when I was working at my normal job, I had like started a YouTube channel and it didn't go anywhere. Even before that, when I was even younger than that, I had started YouTube channels. And it wasn't until I found what I truly wanted to do, and it wasn't until I was consistent in uploading, even if the uploads I made had small amounts of views, I kept going. And I knew I wasn't going to miss out on this opportunity again. And it's almost like some of you had an opportunity to start something, and maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't start something, or maybe you didn't stick with it. Well, now there will be another opportunity in the future. Let's take a look at what these 3 oracle cards are. Okay, so you have, let's see here. You have Western Bluebird, lend a helping hand, and never forget that spring will return. Wow. Chills. I mean, wow, right? Spring will return. Albatross, conserve your energy and reap beautiful rewards. And then Swan, a tranquil spirit comes with accepting inner dichotomy. It's this internal balance, right? It's this dichotomy. It's this balance of the lessons learned and the lessons that will come, and of the opportunities. This idea that you will receive an opportunity in the future and you will not miss the opportunity is what I feel like saying here. But isn't that lend a helping hand and never forget that spring will return? That's literally the Six of Pentacles, right? As you give, you receive. As you give, rewards will be returned to you. And like I said, there definitely is something coming in here for you. But, you're in control here, Pisces. You're the one that needs to put yourself first. Let's see what else we have. You have the 10 of Wands, another completion. You have the 7 of Wands. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, 10 of Wands, double 10s here in the past, lining up in the same column. That cycle's closed out for you, okay? I would really caution you to move out of shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Move out of that, okay? It is what it is. The opportunity was not taken advantage of in the past. You have another one coming in. You have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is an event arriving after having you worked very hard for something or learned lessons of the past, put dedication into something. Again, the Knight of Pentacles is not about a lottery win. It's about you being rewarded for all of your effort, all of your energy that you've put into something. The 7 of Wands is you sticking up for yourself. It's standing your ground. It's dealing with maybe even surmounting competition, but it is a real sort of like, okay, this is the path I've chosen, this is where I'm going type of energy, like sticking your wand in the sand and saying, this is my stand. This is my stand. And I'm not going to let anybody, knock me down off my path here. So you have the Hierophant and you have the Hermit. So remember I said the Hierophant is in the background here in the Death card. Well, here it is, right? And it's showing up in the past half of this reading. So this first half is the past. What happened in the past. And there was something there was something about the way that you traditionally did something that needs to now change for the future. Okay, it's almost like the old way of doing it is that the old guard is gone. The new guard is coming in. Okay? And I think you can apply that to many situations in your life, whatever it may be for you. You have the Virgo card or the Hermit card here in the future. I always call it the Virgo card. It is the Virgo. But I don't know, it's the Hermit. Anyway, so this person is really taking time on their own to commune with the universe and to figure out what their guiding star is or what their guiding light is, and see what they need to sort of follow that path for themselves. They are attaining self-mastery in their life. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Knight of Wands. It's coming. Knight of Wands is some sort of exciting event that comes in and potentially changes your perspective. This card comes forward many times when there's a change in zip code. Like if you just decide to get in your car, throw everything that you can in your car and move across country, or like, get a U-Haul, get a moving company, and just, okay, I'm gonna pick a spot on the map and I'm gonna live there. It's like this idea of like just making a big radical change. And it's also about your talents, passions, hobbies as well in life. On the bottom of the deck, there you go. See your seed grow with the Ace of Pentacles. That is planting a seed of abundance and seeing it grow into something big. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. See you in the next one.